Okay. So we're gonna try something a little bit different today with the recording. I'm gonna try a little different piece of software to see if it makes the recording a little less jumpy. But in doing that, I had to turn off the live stream, so we're not currently live streaming. But I am recording it, so we can put it on YouTube later. So we're gonna try and see if this helps. So if everybody has their language arts notebooks out, we can go ahead and begin. What we're going to do is we're going to start talking about a new unit in language arts. We're going to start a new unit today. So the way I'm kind of going to run language arts right now is we're going to do it almost as if it were two classes. We're going to kind of split it up. So we'll eventually start doing grammar in the during the first period, and during the second period do more literature work. And we'll tie them in together and kind of weave them together. When it comes time to do like big papers and projects and stuff like that, we'll probably use both periods. But at least for right now, we're going to kind of split it up a little bit, okay? But I wanted to start off with our literature topic and sort of introduce our new literature topic in sort of a fun way. Since we've been working so hard on our local assessments, I thought we'd have a little bit of fun today. So we're going to be talking about cause and effect. Can somebody tell me what cause and effect is? What is cause and effect, Lindsay?
When you do, like, if you do something that's a cause, and then what happens is the effect.
Okay, so if you do something that's a cause, and whatever happens after that could be the effect. Can somebody give me an example of a cause and effect? Good.
If you hit a pipe afterwards, it could burst.
Okay, if you hit a pipe with something after, maybe later it could burst. Yeah. Okay, if you graffiti the wall, that's something you did. The effect of doing that is that you can get detention or possibly arrested. If you touch a hot pan, so touching a hot pan is the cause, getting burned is the effect of you touching that hot pan. Yes? I actually had a buddy of mine in high school who they had some candles out. It was a couple months before Christmas, and it was either himself or his mom blew the candle out in the basement right before they left the house to go out someplace. So they thought they were doing the right thing. You blow the candle out. Well, a little piece of the wick flew off and landed on a blanket, and they didn't know it. And it started while they were gone. It started the blanket on fire, which started the couch on fire, which then caught most of the basement on fire. Majority of their like Christmas presents were all hid in the basement, like right around there. So like all their Christmas presents got destroyed. This guy was kind of sad. But some of them amazingly got destroyed enough that the insurance bought them new ones, but not so destroyed that they didn't work anymore. So he actually had 2 Super Nintendos for a little while. That was back when Super Nintendo was like a brand new thing. So he had one and his brother had one because the fire destroyed it enough the insurance bought him a new one, but not so much. All right, so we all kind of got an idea of cause and effect. Does anybody know? Has anybody ever heard of a cause and effect chain, where one thing happens, which causes something else to happen, which causes something else to happen, which causes something else to happen? For example, let's give a good example. Here's the initial cause that I'm going to give you, and then we're going to build a cause and effect chain before we get started. So here's the initial cause. The initial cause is you are texting while driving. What could be the effect? What could be the effect of texting while driving? You get pulled over by the police. So here's our cause. Our first cause is you are texting while driving, and then you get pulled over by the police. So the pulled over by the police now is the cause. What is the effect of you getting pulled over by the police? Emily? You get a ticket. So now you've gotten a ticket. What is the effect of you getting a ticket? Yeah. You have to pay money for it. So now you've had to pay money for the ticket. What's the effect of you having to pay money for this ticket? You've had to pay money for the ticket. Now what happened, Justin? You get homeless because it's a really expensive ticket, apparently.
Wow.
So it's a really expensive ticket, so now you're homeless. Now you're homeless. What is the effect of you now being homeless?
Starve.
You starve. Now what is the effect of you starving? Anthony?
You died.
You died. I had to tell you this. This is hilarious. So I did this exact same example with my other language arts group, and instead of you getting a ticket or getting pulled over, theirs was they got into an accident. But both ways ended up with the person being homeless and dying. Both classes came up with you're homeless and you die. So don't text while driving or else you end up homeless and dead. So there you go.
Or you just
So-
go straight to being dead.
So now here is, you could just go straight to being dead, yes.
Skip the whole.
So now we've got the idea of a cause and effect chain. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to show you some pictures. Some of the pictures are going to ask for a cause, some of them are going to ask for an effect. All right? I'm going to ask you for a little bit more on top of each one. So here is our first picture. There you go. Here's our first picture. So this is, what is the cause of our puppy dog flying? I want you to write it down. I want you to write it down. Everybody write theirs down. Okay, so that's why I had you guys get out your notebooks so you can write these down. What is the cause? What is the cause of our doggy flying? Our doggy is flying. What caused him to fly? Once you have written down the cause for him flying, the reason why he's flying, what caused him to fly, the next thing that I want you to do, is imagine that his flying is now a cause. What is the effect of him flying? So the first thing you need to write down in the chain is what caused him to fly. The second thing you need to write down is what is the effect of him flying. How does that affect life? Okay? Alright, is everybody ready for picture number 2? Does everybody have this one done? No? Okay. Alright. You guys are some really creative thinkers. Some really awesome ideas. I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance today because of time constraints, because there's I think there's 8 pictures in here. But if we don't get a chance today, we will come back tomorrow and finish these up, and we'll have some time for you guys to share your thoughts and ideas on your causes and effects. Okay? So we will have a chance to come back to these. Alright? So remember, you're looking at what is the cause, what caused our little puppy dog to start flying, and then what is the effect of the fact that he can fly? What is the effect of the fact that he can fly? Alright? Moving on. Picture number 2. The cats wanted to be ninjas. The cats wanted to be ninjas, so this is the cause. The cats wanted to be ninjas. What was the effect? If the cause was the fact that the cats wanted to be ninjas, what is the effect? How did that affect the situation? How did that affect this picture? The cats wanted to be ninjas. How did that affect the situation? The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to tell me what caused the cats to want to be ninjas. What is the cause behind the cat's deep desire to be ninjas? So the first thing you're writing is what is the effect of the cats wanting to be ninjas? And then you're writing down what came before that. What caused the cats to want to be ninjas? Okay? Everybody ready for picture number 3?
Almost.
I have to tell you guys, I'm actually really excited to go home today because UPS should be here with the last moving part to give us an honor working on the back. I'm super excited about that. So I can move some of these desks. I would be sued. I wouldn't sue them.
You would cry.
Okay, picture number 3. What's the cause of this?
I don't know.
So the effect is that the guy gets smashed in the face with a soccer ball, right?
How do you get that picture?
So-
Face slam.
It's all right. What is the cause?
It looks like a ball.
But guys, what's the cause? What's the cause? What caused this guy to get hit in the face with the ball? What? Write it down. Write it down.
Boys soccer.
I don't know. What does that look
I'm
like?
gonna say
I
boys
don't know.
soccer. We're gonna say
I
it's
don't
boys and girls.
Now here's the next question. Once you have the cause, what caused him to get hit in the face with the ball? The next thing I want to know is what is the effect of him getting hit in the face with the ball? What happens because of him getting hit in the face with the ball? What is the effect? So the initial cause is that something caused him to get hit in the face. That's the first effect. And then you go on that chain, you get hit in the face with the ball, which is the cause, and what does that cause? What is the effect of that cause? So those are the two that you need to have. What caused him to get hit in the face with the ball, and what is the effect of him getting hit in the face? Who's ready for picture number 4?
Not me.
One second. Picture number. We will share them. Picture number 4. Mom wanted to take their picture. That's the cause. So mom wanted to take their picture. What was the effect? What happened? What happened when mom wanted to take their picture? What happened when mom wanted to take their picture? What happened when mom wanted to take their picture? This is the next thing that I want. Is so now you've got what happened when mom wanted to take their picture. The next thing I want is I want a different cause for this picture. What caused this to happen? What caused this to happen? What's another cause? What caused that to happen? I'll really quickly share mine with you because this is actually like, this so totally reminds me of my twins because this would be my son and this is my daughter. And more than likely he's probably just taken something from her because he does that all the time. But this is when I first looked at the picture, my first thought is that when mom went to go take the picture, she said, "Smile," and this baby's going, "This ain't my smile!" It's a very angry baby. "This is how I smile!" The baby's actually part gobble.
Okay.
Alright, so that's picture number 4. Picture number 5. Ready? Picture number 5, here we go. She wanted to get married. That's the cause. What is the effect? Yes. So what's the effect? Notice that we have a weird situation here. Normally in most situations, you have a guy asking a girl to get married, but in this situation you have a girl asking a guy, and does he look all that happy about it? No.
What movie is that?
The Proposal, I think. If you're coming up with this thing, don't think about the movie. Just ignore the fact that this is actually from a movie and just think about this situation. You have a girl asking a guy to marry her. What is the effect of this? She's asking him to marry her. Now, once you come up, what I want to know is, I want to know what caused her to ask him. So why is she asking? What's the cause of her asking him? So you're going to go a step before. You're going to go earlier. What caused her to ask him? Because that's not the traditional way of doing it. Most of the time it's the guy who asks the girl. But why is she asking him? Okay? So you're coming up with another cause. You're coming up with an effect here and a cause up here. Alright? Everybody have picture 5 done?
No. Yeah, baby.
Maybe. Can you pause another second or two?
I need more than a second.
Alright, here we go.
Oh my god.
What is the cause of the squirrel playing a banjo?
Squirrel.
We got a squirrel with a banjo. What caused the squirrel to pick up a banjo?
You found it.
Huh?
You found it on a hillbilly.
Tell me what caused the squirrel to pick up a banjo? So that's the question I want you to answer. Why did the squirrel start playing banjo? And then, once he starts playing banjo, you notice at the bottom it says that he starts playing banjo, which leads to a recording contract. So now that he has, so what started him playing banjo? That's the first thing you're getting next. Now that he's got a recording contract, what happens after that? What is the effect of him getting a recording contract? It probably is that he becomes more famous than Justin Bieber in One Direction. And it probably is because he's actually a talented musician.
That's right.
And which means he's way cute. Alright. Okay. Alright, so remember, these are the two things you're writing down, ladies and gentlemen. The two things you're writing down is the first thing you're writing down. Alright. The first thing you're writing down is you're writing down what caused the squirrel to start playing the banjo. And then you need to write down what the effect of him getting a recording contract is. How did that affect his life or the world or whatever it is? Alright. Moving on to picture number 7.
How many pictures are there?
8.
Okay, really? Really?
Oh!
What?
Stupid.
What caused these really bad tan
I
lines?
can see you doing it. He's
What
got
caused
bet
these
he's got
really
a
bad
secret.
tan lines? That's actually me. No, it's not.
He's got a secret. Or a speed. Oh my gosh, I saw him in a movie.
It's like a reverse ski method. Like, what caused... Alright, you guys gotta come up with the cause. But I'm more than just a sign. Like, what else is it? Tell me. Write it down. Write it down. Guys, write it down. Guys, okay. The yelling out things is getting a little ridiculous. Just write it down. What is it? What is it that caused these tan lines? Yes. Write it down. Write it down. So what caused it? Now, what I want to know is, now that he has these tan lines, what's the effect of having those tan lines? Write it down. Yes.
I saw him in a what?
I don't think so.
He was.
He looks probably like somebody that was in a movie, but I don't think so. Alright, so last one. Like I said, what is the effect of him having these tan lines? What's the effect of him having these tan lines? Alright, we have one last picture to do. And
Wait a
we should be able to get it in.
minute.
Oh, you want to see the last picture? Last picture. The milk spilled. The milk spilled. What was the effect of the milk spilling? So maybe the kid's milk spilled. What was the effect of the milk spilling? What happened? What was the effect of the milk spilling? And I also want to know, the other question I want to know is, what caused the milk to spill? What was the cause behind the milk spilling? So we're building these cause and effect chains. A lot of times in writing and in literature, you have one cause with one direct effect. But sometimes you have these cause and effect chains, where one thing happens, which causes another thing to happen, which causes another thing to happen, which leads to the eventual death of your favorite character. That happens sometimes. That makes me very sad. Which then it leads to you throwing your book across the room in complete anger because your favorite character just died, and swearing that you would never read the rest of these books ever again.
But you do it.
But then you pick it up in 15 minutes because you got to figure out what happens. So, everybody had the cause and effects down for all of our pictures, right?
No.
Okay. Tomorrow, when you guys come in tomorrow, we're going to start off with the pictures, and we'll have some sharing time so you guys can share what you guys have got. We're probably going to wait to start on grammar for when you guys get back from Labor Day. We'll probably start on Tuesday. Monday. Do not forget, next Thursday, so a week from today, we have map testing.
Yes!
A week from today, we have map testing. Yeah.
just joining them? Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Sorry.